I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will.
And if Canelo lands good punches, I think Canelo could hurt Crawford. Crawford's, first time.
And Canelo only need one punch. You know what I mean? That really, basically, that's what it boils down to. I think Canelo only need one shot to change the game or change the fight.
When Andre Ward talks about finishers, he doesn't just hand out compliments. He drops warnings. He's convinced Terence Crawford is a predator in the ring, a fighter who smells blood and never lets his prey escape. Crawford's ability to swarm opponents with ruthless precision and unrelenting combos is the stuff of nightmares for anyone across the ring. Ward insists, against a finisher like Crawford, Canelo Alvarez can't afford a single slip-up. One moment of weakness and Crawford could end it all in a flash.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Ward's respect for both men runs deep, and he's not alone. This isn't just another fight, it's a collision of legacies. Both Canelo and Crawford are risking everything they've built, and Ward admires the guts it takes to put so much on the line. This is the kind of matchup that defines eras, the type of fight that turns champions into legends, and gives boxing fans a reason to believe in greatness all over again.
You feel me? So Crawford has stood out from the beginning, bro. Different. The way he approached the game. And I love the way he processed the game when he get in there. Now, can he hurt Canelo? That's going to be the key. That's going to be the key, because you can't knock nothing out you can't hurt. You can't knock nobody out, you can't hurt him. Now, if Crawford is in here to do 12 grueling rounds with a strong fighter like Canelo, I think his best game plan is to box, be elusive, in and out. You feel me? But never stand still long enough for Canelo to dig 3 or 4 on you, with your back against the rope. So it's a way to win. His fight style gonna have to be locked, and Canelo only need one punch. You know what I mean? That really, basically, that's what it boils down to. I think Canelo only need one shot to change the game or change the fight.
But there's a twist. Robert Garcia, a sharp mind in the sport, has noticed Canelo slowing down. The Mexican superstar's hands and feet aren't moving like they used to, and for a master of timing like Crawford, that's a golden opportunity. Garcia warns that if Canelo doesn't rediscover his old sharpness, Crawford's speed and adaptability could be the difference maker. The whispers are growing. Is Canelo past his best? And is this where Crawford takes over?
On paper, Canelo should win. Canelo's bigger and stronger. And if Canelo lands good punches, I think Canelo could hurt Crawford. Crawford's, first time in that division and jumping 2 divisions where he only had one fight at 154 and didn't look his best either. So there's a lot of questions, about that. And that's why a lot of people think Canelo is going to knock out Crawford. But I'm probably one of the only ones that I do give Crawford a chance. Yeah. I think Crawford could pull it off. Crawford is very talented. He's very fast. He's very smart in the ring. So I think a perfect fight, Crawford could pull off a decision.
Okay.
I think he could win a decision. I don't pick him. I wouldn't put my money on him winning, because it's a very dangerous, risky fight, especially with Canelo being so strong. But Canelo's last few performances, he's looked slow, flat-footed, looking for one punch at a time. And if that's the Canelo that fights Crawford, Crawford could win a decision. Crawford could outbox him, could outsmart him, could land 3-4 punch combinations and move and win a decision. So do I give Crawford a chance? 100% think Crawford could pull it off. Would I put my money on it? Probably not, but I do give him a chance.
Yeah, good stuff. Look, Robert, appreciate you taking time to speak to me. I appreciate you letting me in the gym today. Always a pleasure, and hopefully be catching up sometime soon.
Thanks
appreciate
for coming.
it. Thank you.
Very
Cheers.
much.
Teddy Atlas has sounded the alarm about Canelo's training, saying he might be pushing too hard, even bringing in the hungry Jaron Ennis to spar. Atlas argues there's a fine line between training smart and burning out, and Canelo could be crossing it. Instead of sharpening his weapons, he might be dulling them, giving Crawford an edge before the first bell even rings.
You know, but it's not. I know he's 37 years old, but this is like going and looking at one of those vintage classic cars, you know, and you look at it and you say, oh, I love that car. Man, but it must have I don't know, and the motor must be getting old, this must be getting old. And then the guy says, no. It hasn't been on the road that many times. I've kept it in good condition in the garage. I've never taken it on a lot of tough drives. You know, I've never gone crazy and started driving in, you know, into terrain that would wear it out. And then you say, oh, okay, even though it's an old car, it's a fresh old car. You know, it's not used up. And that's how I look at Crawford, really, through those same kind of lens. Where, yeah, he's 37 years old. He's not used up. He hasn't been in a million wars. He takes care of himself. He lives the right life. He's a family man. I'm not concerned about that. Canelo's got the better resume. But the resumes ain't fighting each other. The fighters are. the fighters are getting in there and fighting, not the resumes. I haven't seen a resume throw a jab yet. Have you, bud? You've been around with me your whole life. Have you seen a resume throw a jab? No, I don't think so.
Atlas doesn't stop there. He believes Canelo's real war might be happening in the gym, not under the lights. Grueling sparring sessions look impressive, but they can drain a fighter's reserves. If Canelo uses up his best before fight night, he might not have enough left to handle Crawford's relentless pace and pinpoint attacks. For Crawford, a depleted Canelo is an open invitation to take over and dominate.
So y'all see it, man. Terence Bud Crawford is absolutely ripped, absolutely shredded. What looks to be about 175. Now he fights next Saturday, a week out from the fight. It's a week out from the weigh-in, so I'm sure that you look at Terence Bud Crawford right there, and you see he is absolutely shredded right there. And this is a week before the weigh-in, right? So I'm pretty sure he's probably weighing about 174. When you look at his midsection, his core, right, you can see the water weight, right? So right now, it's going to look like his midsection, his core is going to look bigger than what it actually is because he's still got pounds and water to drop off. So the pound for pound king, 4-division champion, 2-division undisputed champion, as I showed you guys when he was training running backwards, right? And training doing core workout with his shoulders. And I showed you guys and I told you guys, he's preparing himself to be able to take the punch, but also stay durable and have enough energy and enough stamina to be able to carry that weight throughout 12 rounds. It's one thing to walk around at, you know, people say, oh, he don't got to cut weight, you know, he's naturally this size, so on and so forth. Bomac even said Terence Crawford should have been moved up in weight. That's what Bomac said. He said Terence Crawford is big, he should have been moved up in weight. But competing at that weight and walking around that weight is two different things.
There's more fuel for the fire. Analysts are questioning the quality of Canelo's recent wins. Yes, he's still racking up victories, but they're looking less like statement knockouts and more like grinding decisions. Meanwhile, Crawford comes in with a full arsenal: switch hitting, slick movement, and a fight IQ that's off the charts. The experts are starting to tip the scales in Crawford's favor, seeing a mismatch in skill sets that could rewrite the narrative, no matter how much history Canelo brings.
And no, for sure. I mean, we all see that fucking Canelo got power. That's the same reason why, at the same time, Canelo ends up going the distance with a lot of these guys, because these guys are just on survivor mode, you know? They're not trying to fight back. They're not trying to win. They're just surviving, which is hard to knock somebody out that's just surviving, you know? So I feel like Canelo's power is definitely there. I just think it's just a matter of how Crawford reacts when he feels it, you know? Is he gonna be one of those survivors, or is he gonna actually, you know?
No, I think Crawford will go out on his shield. I think he's gonna fight and go out like a warrior.
At the same time, I feel like he does that, then it gives Canelo a chance to be able to clip him, you know? More of a chance.
Well, Turkey said no more Tom and Jerry. I don't expect him to run.
I mean, I don't expect him to run, but at the same time, it's boxing, you know? It's boxing, it's hit and don't get hit, swim and not get
Is
wet,
that what
you know?
Haney did when he fought Jose
No,
Ramirez?
but that's a different type of.
Is that
you
what
know?
Williams Cole did when he fought Canelo?
Yeah, that's, you see, that's. I feel like it just comes. I feel like when you watch Bivol versus Better Beef, the second fight, that's great boxing right there.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult recently broke down why Crawford's physical transformation has him rethinking everything. He admitted that Crawford looks stronger, sharper, and more comfortable than ever before, so much so that he's almost ready to change his prediction. Here's what he had to say.
I am this close to switching up. This close. After looking at Terence Bud Crawford's condition, the physical condition he's in, I'm this close. I never seen him in that kind of shape. And what's contributing to that is the fact that he can get in shape without worrying about drastic weight cutting. So this is peak Crawford. And I've been saying this forever. It's the reason why Canelo Alvarez is so effective at 168. You fight better when you are your most healthy. Crawford has never felt so comfortable. He has never felt so good. I'm this damn close. The only thing that's stopping me is every time I switched up at the end, I got it wrong. I did it with Errol Spence. I had Terence Bud Crawford for a damn year. Switched up at the very end during the media workout, got it wrong. I'm still paying for that to this day.
Boxing fans, what a ride! That's a wrap for today's video. If you're hungry for more breakdowns, hot takes, and inside scoops, smash that subscribe button and stay tuned, because the best in boxing is still to come.